Hello, hello, hello. Hello, officers. Am I audible? So we'll be starting the lecture. Okay. So lecture is based on time and work. So we'll be putting out some important question and previous year questions of time and work along with pipes and cistern. Basically, time and work and pipes and cistern are both the topics of similar topic with the same concepts. Fine. तो वेरी गुड इवनिंग एंड अ वार्म वेलकम टू ऑल द ब्यूटीफुल एस्पिरेंट्स। आप सबका स्वागत है चैनल पर जिसका नाम है ऑलिव बोर्ड। मैं रोशन प्रताप सिंह फिर से आपके साथ फॉर द सेशन ऑफ आरबीआई। सो वी विल बी टेकिंग टाइम एंड वर्क टुडे। सो वी हैव ऑलरेडी कंप्लीटेड प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस एंड कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट एंड डीआई बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस वाज आल्सो कंप्लीटेड। सो वी आर टेकिंग सम topic oriented questions and all. So we'll be taking previous year questions of time and work. So let's see the topic questions of the time and work and basically the approach. So what approach we are using. Fine. So the very first question is, so there are some questions I won't be giving you the options for some questions, certain questions. ये क्या कह रहा है देखो. Question says to do a certain work, B would take time thrice as long as A and C. So B, as compared to A and C, he is taking thrice the time. That means the tenure is 3 and 1. And if the ratio of time period is 3 and 1, so the ratio of efficiency will be reciprocal of it. That means 1 and 3. So basically the efficiency of B as compared to A and C is 1/3. And C twice as long as time as A and B together. So C is taking twice the time than A and B together. So whatever the time A and B is taking, C is taking double the time. So this is the ratio of time. Hence the ratios of efficiency will be 1 and 2. Together they complete a piece of work in 10 days. So working together, they are performing the complete work in 10 days. They are completing the whole work in 10 days. Okay. So unless and until the efficiency of all the three people are not known, I won't be able to evaluate the work. Why? Because work is defined as efficiency multiplied by time. So if suppose a person is doing 2 units of work in a day, in 10 days he will be performing 20 work. If he is eating 2 laddus a day, in 10 days he will be consuming 20 laddus. So efficiency times of work, and the efficiency of A, B, C are not known. We need to calculate it. See, here the combined efficiency of A, B, C is 4. This is the combined efficiency of A, B, C. But over here, the combined efficiency of A, B and C in ratio is represented as 3. So the combined efficiency of A, B, C should be same. So this is 4 and this is 3. How to make it 4 and 3 as equal? So make it 12. So to make it 12, I am multiplying this number by 3 and this by 4. So effectively, I am making the overall efficiency of A, B, C as 12. So from here, I will be able to bifurcate the individual efficiency. The efficiency of B from here will be 3. The efficiency of C from here will be 4. 3 and 4 is 7. Sum of their efficiency is 12. That means 3 plus 4 is 7. That means 5 should be the efficiency of A. The individual efficiency of A, B, C are known. Now, what is the amount of work? Work was efficiency of A plus B plus C multiplied that the tenure they are taking. ABC, the efficiency of ABC together is 12. They are performing, they are eating 12 laddus a day. If in a day they are consuming 12 laddus, so in 10 days they will be consuming 120 laddus. So the total amount of work is 120. Now this 120 work will be separately taken, separately done by A in how many days? So total work is 120 and the efficiency with which A will be performing the work is 5. So any number when divided by 5 should be doubled and 1 zeros will be eliminated, that is 24 days. Is it clear? So 24 days is the tenure of A. Is it clear? Comment whether it's clear or not. Clear? So what we have done, we have made the efficiency wala part equal. ABC, the efficiency was 4, here it was 3, so made it equal. The efficiencies of ABC is 12. The moment I have made the efficiencies as equal, the individual efficiency of ABC become 5, 3 and 4. So together they can perform the entire work in 10 days. If in one day they are putting 12, they are consuming 12 laddus or their efficiency is 12. So in 10 days they will be performing 120 works. So 120 by B will be doing in 120 by 3, that is 40 days, and C will be doing in 120 by 4, that is 30 days. Next question. Before coming to this question, okay, let's do it first. Okay, Sunil completes a piece of work in 4 days, whereas Dinesh complete the work in 6 days. Sunil can complete the piece of work in 4 days, and Dinesh is completing the entire work in 6 days. Ramesh does the work in 1.5 times as fast as Sunil. Ramesh does the work in 1.5 times as fast as Sunil. Together they will complete the whole work in how many days? Considering the total work as 12. Let the total work as 12. So their individual efficiency is 3 and 2. These are their individual efficiency. Question says Ramesh does the work 1.5 times. 1.5 times means 3 by 2 times fast as Sunil. That means as compared to Sunil, the efficiency of Sunil is 3 and the efficiency of Ramesh will be 3 by 2 times faster. That means 3 times of 3 into 2, that is 9 by 2 or 4.5. Clear? So together they will performing the whole work in how many days? The total amount of work is 12. And this particular work is being performed by all of them together. Sunil is having an efficiency of 3. Dinesh is having an efficiency of 2. And Ramesh is having an efficiency of 4.5. 4.5. So this is nothing but 12 upon 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 4 is 9.5. 12 times of 10 by 95. So this is 5 times of 2 and this is 5 times of 19. So this is 24 by 19 days. So together they will completing the whole work is in 24 by 19 days. What I have done over here, see here the Ramesh does the work 1.5 times as fast as Sunil. That means as compared to Sunil, his efficiency is 3 by 2 times. Efficiency of Sunil is 3. So efficiency of Ramesh will be 4.5. Clear? Next question. We'll have certain questions in which options will also be there. This is the similar question as the first question. No? First question and third question are similar, so you can put it as homework. Fine. Now, before this question, come to the important question. Okay, so this is important. Third question was same as the first question. Fourth question is very important. Fourth question is important. We'll be taking it later on. The moment I will tell you the concept of that. A starts a work and left after 4 days. So it is A who is starting the work and he is leaving after 4 days. And remaining work is done by B in 11 days. Okay. So there is A and B. Question says A is working for 4 days and the entire work which is being left out is being done by B in 11 days. We just don't know the efficiencies of A and B. That is needed. Only by the tenure work is not possible. Work is efficiency multiplied by time. Now question says, if A had left after 5 days, let's say if A is staying for one more day, what is happening? Then B will completing the remaining work in 8 days. So this is case 1 and this is case 2. Just look at the fact, the moment A is staying for another 1 day, what is happening? He is doing a piece of work which has to be performed by B. Initially, the entire work was completed in 4 plus 11, that is 15 days. A worked for 4 days and B for 11 days. Now A is staying for another 1 day, and hence the tenure of B reduces by 3 days. So in this particular 1 day, A is performing work of B's 3 days. Hence we can just say A's 1 day work is equivalent to B's 3 day work. In particular 1 day, if A is staying for 1 day, if A is staying for 1 more day, what is happening? B will be going back to his home just after 8 days. Before he was going at 11 days, now he is just staying for 8 days. That means in this particular 1 day, A is performing the work which is being performed by B in 3 days. Hence the ratio of efficiency of A and B becomes 3 and 1. Fine. So the efficiency was not known, and now we have the efficiency. And work, work is efficiency into time. Dude, your efficiency is needed and your time is also needed. The person who is performing the work, his efficiency and his tenure. Let's say I am having a laddu. How many laddus are there in the box? If I am consuming 5 laddu a day, and if I am completing the entire laddu in 12 days, so if in 1 day I am consuming 5 laddus, in 12 days I will be doing what? 60 laddus. So work equals efficiency into time. So from case 1, A is working for 4 days and A is having an efficiency of 3. Plus B was working for 11 days and his efficiency is 1. So 4 into 3 is 12 plus of 11, that is 33. So the amount of work was 33. Total work was 33. Any case you can take. I am taking case 1. Sir, A worked for 4 days. A has an efficiency of 3. 4 into 3 is 12. 4 into 3 is 12 plus of B worked for 11 days. The efficiency of B is 1. So B is 11 into 1, that is 33. So total work is 33. This entire work, in how many days A and B can complete this work individually. So this entire 33 work will be completed by A with an efficiency of 3 in just 11 days. And this entire work of 33 will be completed by B with an efficiency of 1 in 33 days. So these are the individual days. Is it clear? Jai Hind, bachcha, Jai Hind. Clear? Okay. Next question. Varieties of questions are there. So this is the first question in which we are having options. Okay, so we have Aryan, Neeru and Gulia. Aryan, Neeru and Gulia can do a piece of work. Aryan working is 5 times efficient as Neeru. Fine. So what is the efficiency of Aryan? The efficiency of Aryan is 5 times as that of Neeru. So this is the efficiency of Aryan to that of Neeru. Aryan working is 5 times efficient than Neeru, and Gulia takes half the number of days taken by Neeru. So Gulia is taking half the number of days. So this is tenure. We are concerned about the efficiency. So we can just say the efficiency of Gulia to that of Neeru will be 2 and 1. Sir, Gulia is taking half the number of days than Neeru. Here it was efficiency and here it is tenure. Efficiency and tenure are inversely proportional. Hence we can say the efficiency of Gulia is twice that of Neeru. Sir, here the efficiency of Neeru is 1 and here the efficiency of Neeru is 1. Okay, fine. So the ratio of efficiency of Neeru of Aryan, Neeru and Gulia is what? Aryan is having an efficiency of 5, Neeru is having an efficiency of 1 and Gulia is having an efficiency of 2. So these are the individual efficiency. Now who is completing the whole work? Who is completing the whole work? What is the difference between the number of days taken by Aryan and Gulia when they work alone? When they work alone, is there anyone who is completing the entire work in n number of days? See, Aryan, Neeru and Gulia can do a piece of work. Aryan working is 5 times of efficiency. So this is comparative degree. And Gulia takes half the number of days taken by Neeru to do the same work. What is the difference between the number of days? Okay, so there is nobody. So work is equals efficiency into time, right? So efficiency is clear. Efficiency of all the people are known. The efficiency of Aryan is 5, Neeru is 1, Gulia is 2. That individual efficiencies are known and together they are performing 8 units of work, right? But we don't have the tenure. This is missing, right? So we won't be able to calculate the answer. The answer of this question will be C and D. So individually it's not possible. So the answer will be none of this or C and D rather. You won't be able to calculate. Why? Because efficiency as well as time is needed. Clear? Efficiency as well as time is needed. What is the difference between the number of days taken by Aryan Gillu? So if you are taking this 3, this is wrong. This is because this is a ratio. 5 and 2 is having a difference of 3, but this is what? This is just a ratio. This is not the tenure. But the question has asked, what is the difference between the number of days? Particularly, it is concerned about the number of days. So it's not possible because I won't be able to calculate the work, and unless and until the work is not known, you won't be able to calculate the tenure. Fine. So the answer of this question will be C and D. Okay. क्या कह रहा बच्चा पार्टी इसका? Sohan, 3 is possible. No, 3 is not possible, Sohan Sambhu. Why is it not possible? It's not possible because nobody is there who is witnessing the work. There should be needed someone to calculate the entire work. A, B, C can complete a piece of work in 10, 20 and 30 days. So A is completing in 10 days, B in 20 days and C in 30 days. Considering the total work as 60, so that individual efficiency will be, this is 6, this is 3 and this is 2. Fine. Question says they start work together. So basically they are performing 6 plus 3 is 9, 11 units of work per day. They start work together and for 4 days. So in 4 days they will be performing how much units of work? So they will be performing 44 units of work. Fine. A starts working with double his efficiency and C starts working with half of his efficiency. In how many days work will be completed? So now what happened? A is working with double his efficiency. That means A has made his efficiency 12 and B with half, and C starts working with half of his efficiency. Half means what? Now he is working with an efficiency of 1. And what about B? So B is working with the same efficiency. Fine. What is the amount of work that is remaining? Out of 60 units of work, 44 units of work is being completed. That means 16 units of work is being left out. Fine. And now they are showing an efficiency of what? 12 plus 3. 12 plus 3 is 15 plus 1, what? 16. So what is the tenure they will be taking now? The amount of work left out is 16. And now basically they are having an efficiency of 16. So another 1 day they will be taking, right? So they will be taking more 1 day. Question says in how many days the work will be completed? The work will be completed in 1 day. It will be completed in 1 day. And what if the question has asked in what period of time the total work, entire work was completed? Fine. See, has it mentioned the remaining work? In how many days work will be completed? Work will be completed means it's not considering the remaining work. So the remaining work, which is being 16, is being completed in 1 day. It was completed in 1 day, and initially they have already taken 4 days. So the entire work was completed in 5 days. So the entire work was completed in 5 days. What about the remaining work? Remaining work was completed in 1 day, but what about the total work being completed? The total work was completed in 1 plus 4, that is 5 days. So you will be marking 5 over here. In how many days work will be completed? It hasn't mentioned about the remaining work. Clear? Fine. Yeah, 5. So somewhere you one man or 2 women or 3 boys can complete a piece of work in 88 days. Then 1 man, 1 woman and 1 boy will together complete the entire work in how many days? Okay. So 1 man is completing the work in 88 days. 2 women is also completing the entire work in 88 days. And 3 boys is also taking 88 days. So this 88 is common. So that means the efficiency of 1 man is equivalent to 2 women is equivalent to 3 boys. You can write like this. So the individual efficiency of men, women and boys will be what? Take the LCM, that is 6. Divide 6 by 1, that is 6. Divide the 6 by 2, that is 3 and 2. So these are the individual efficiency. Clear? Question has asked, in how many days will 1 man plus 1 woman plus 1 boy will be completing the entire work? In how many days they will be completing the entire work? Which work? The same work which was performed by 1 man in 88 days. Any of the equation you can put for a reference, right? So 1 man, 1 woman and 1 boy will be completing the entire work in how many days? The work which was being completed by 1 man in 88 days. So this is basically M1 D1 is equals M2 D2. Chain rule you can say. Fine. So now the efficiency with which men is doing is what? 6. So men is showing an efficiency of 6, woman has 3 and boy has 2. Here also men is showing an efficiency of 6. So 6 plus 3 plus 2, that is 11. So if they are consuming 11 laddus a day, in how many days the entire laddu will end up? It is being known for the fact that when they were eating 6, when the particular man was eating 6 laddu a day, the entire laddu ended in 88 days. So 11 times of 8 is 88. That means they will be taking 48 days now. So together they will be taking 48 days. Together they will be taking 48 days. Clear? Yes, see, 1 man equals 2 women equals 3 boys. Take the LCM, that is 6. Divide with the coefficient, that is 6, 3 and 2. So together they are showing up the efficiency as 11. Now if 1 man, 1 woman and 1 boy is entering, what will happen? Each man will be consuming 6 laddu, each woman will be consuming 3 laddu, each boy will be consuming 2 laddu. So as a whole they are eating 11 laddus a day. Let's consider the total work is eating laddu. So they are consuming 11 laddus a day. So if they are consuming the 11 laddus a day, in how many days the entire box will end up? Knowing the fact that when 1 man was consuming, he was consuming 6 laddu a day. So if somebody is consuming 6 laddu a day, it is ended in 88 days. So 11 times of 8 is 88, that is 48 days it required. Fine, 48 days is needed. There is a man and a boy who can complete a piece of work in 24 days. Fine. If for the last 6 days, boy alone does the work, then it is completed in 28 days. How long the man will take to complete the entire work? So there is a man and a boy. There is a man and a boy who can complete the entire work in 24 days. Fine. Do we have the efficiency? No, efficiency is not there. So we won't be able to calculate the work. Fine. Efficiencies of men and boys needed. because we just don't know in 24 days with what efficiency they are eating. If they are consuming 2 laddus a day, the entire work is 48. If they are consuming 5 laddus a day, the entire work is 120. Fine. Now question says, if for the last 6 days boy alone does the work. Now if for the last 6 days the boy is performing alone, that means now the work won't be completed in 24. So initially basically it was man and boy who was completing the entire work, man and boy who was completing the entire work in 24 days. Now the work will only be completed in 24 days if the condition shows that man and boy has to be together. But the moment somebody leaves the group, what will happen? The tenure will increase because his part of work will be left out, which has to be supposed to do, which will be doing with by the next person. So now the question says the entire work is completed in 26 days. Why? Because man and boy has initiated, and for the last 6 days boy alone is performing the work. Boy alone is performing the work. That means if the entire work is completed in 26 days, it means basically they were together for 20 days. If they had been together for 24 days, the entire work would have been completed. But this men and boy worked for 20 days, and then men left and boy completed the remaining in 6 days, and hence the entire work is completed in 26 days. So taking this into consideration, if they are working for 20 days, what is the amount of work which is left out? That is 4 days work. This is the part of the work which is being left out. Men and boy worked for 20 days over here, then men left, and hence the work of 4 days being left. Now men plus boy, 4 days work was completed by boy alone in 6 days. The work which is being left out over here is being completed by the boy in 6 days. So basically we can just write the ratio of efficiency of men and boy by boy is nothing but 6 by 4, and 6 by 4 is 3 by 2. So the efficiency of boy is 2 and the efficiency of men is 1. Put 2 over here, it will be m. So we got the efficiency. That particular efficiency was not known. Now we have that efficiency wala part. Now we have the efficiency wala part. So work is equal to what? Work is efficiency into time. So who was performing the work? The entire work was done by men and boy in 24 days. Take this picture, take this as reference. The efficiency of men and boy together for 24 days. So they are performing 3 units of work each day. So in 24 days, they will be performing 72 units of work. So this is the entire laddu or the entire work. In how many days will men alone complete the work? So men will be completing the entire 72 work with an efficiency of 1 in 72 days. And boy will be taking what? 72 by 2, that is 36 days. Clear? Is it clear? Comment whether it's clear or not. Clear, clear, clear. क्या कह रहे हो बच्चा पार्टी? So men will be taking 72 days. Okay, fine. Next question. Work done by x minus 1 men in x plus 1 days, and the work done by this men, this number of men in this number of days is in the ratio of 9 and 10. What is the value of x? So we have work is equals efficiency into time, or we can just say m1 into d1 equals m2 into d2, the chain rule. So initially the number of men is x minus 1. So x minus 1 men are working for how many days? X plus 1 days. So this is the entire work. The efficiency of men into the tenure. Now the total men in other condition is x plus 2, and they are performing for x minus 1 days. So the ratios of work is nothing but 9 and 10. Eliminate this part, that is x minus 1 is eliminated. So this is 10x plus of 10 is equals 9x plus of 18. So basically the value of x is 8. So initially 8 men was there, so it is very easy. So we won't be wasting our time in this question. So x equals 8. This is question concept of contractor, है ना, concept of contractor. Solve it. Clear? Yes. A road of 5 km length will be constructed in 100 days. Okay, so there is a work that is of 5 km to build a road of 5 km, and it has to be completed in 100 days. Fine. So 280 men worker was employed. So there are 280 men who are going to complete the work in 100 days. But after 80 days, it was found that only 3.5 km was completed. Now how many more men are needed to complete the work in specified time? Specified time is 100 days. It means the total work was not for 100 days of 280 men, or else I would not have been calling another extra man. Fine. So we just know m1 into d1 into w1 is equals m2 d2 upon w2, which is chain rule. So initially how many men were there? So initially there were 280 men. They perform for 80 days, isn't it? So they perform for 80 days, 280 men perform for 80 days. And what part of road is being completed? That is 3.5 km was completed. Now how many extra men are required? 280 men were already there. Let's say we are acquiring more X men. So these are the total number of men now. And how many days are being left out? Out of 100 days, if 80 days are over, that means only 20 days is being left out. And what is the amount of work which is being left out? Out of 5 km, 3.5 is being completed. That is 1.5 km road is being left out. Again, m1 d1 by w1 equals m2 d2 by w2. Sir, initially there were 280 men working for 80 days and they completed 3.5 km road. 3.5 km road is being completed. Now 1.5 km of road being left out. Out of 100 days, 80 days is being completed, 20 is being left out. Fine. And X men is being employed. So this is 20 times of 4 is 80. 5 times of 3, and this is 5 times of 7. 7 times of 40. 40 times of 4 is 160. 160 into 3 is 480. So 480 is equals to 280 plus of X. So we can just say that extra 200 men has to be employed. You need to bring more 200 men. Is it clear? Comment whether it's clear or not. Clear? Any doubts? Any doubts? You can just ask me any doubts. Clear? So this was basically the concept of contractor, है ना? Concept of contractor. It's a very beautiful question, very important question. See how we will be using the concept over here. There was 1 man, 3 women and 4 boys. Okay, there were 1 man plus 3 women plus 4 boys. Just look at the approach what I am using over here. They are completing the entire work in 96 hours. So they are completing in 96 hours. Fine. So basically they are completing 96 hours. Then we have 2 men and 8 boys. So basically they are completing the entire work in 80 hours. And we have 2 men and 3 women. 2 men and 3 women. And this figure, 2 men and 3 women. 2 men and 3 women. They are completing the entire work in 120 hours. Fine. 96, 80 and 120. Take the multiple and consider the work as 480. So I am considering the total work as 480. Total laddus to be eaten as 480. If 480 laddus are consumed in 96 hours, that means they are consuming 5 laddus a day. So they entire 1 man, 3 women and 4 boys is having an entire efficiency of 5. 80 by 480 is what? 6. That means 2 men and 8 boys is having an efficiency of 6. and 120, 480 by 120 is 4. So they are having an efficiency of 4. Now they are showing up the efficiency of 5, they are showing the efficiency of 6, and they are showing the efficiency of 4. Now what you can do is just check it out. We have 2 men and 8 boys, and we have 1 man and 4 boys. If 2 men and 8 boys, see, 2 men and 8 boys has an efficiency of 6, are consuming 6 laddus, that means 1 man and 4 boys will be consuming 3 laddus. Clear? So we have 1 man and 3 boys over here, 1 man and 4 boys. So 1 man and 4 boys will be consuming 3 laddus, so they are consuming 3 laddus, this 2. But the total laddus consumed over here is 5. So out of this 5, if they are consuming 3 laddus, so this particular 3 women will be consuming 2 laddus. So we got that 3 women is consuming 2 laddus. And we do have 3 women over here. See, we have 3 women over here. So basically 3 women is consuming 2 laddus. Take 2 over here. If 3 women is, isn't it? If 3 women is consuming 2 laddus, entire laddu is 4. That means 2 men is consuming 2 laddus. So 2 men is also consuming 2 laddus. Hence, so 1 man will be consuming 1 laddu. 1 woman will be then 3 women is 2. What is needed? 5 men and 12 boys. So 5 men and 12 boys. The efficiency of one man is 1. Acha, if the efficiency of 1 man is 1, put it anywhere if you want to put it. See, 1 man plus 4 boys were consuming 2 laddu. 1 man is having an efficiency of 1 plus of 4 boys is equals to 1 man, and they were having an efficiency of 3. 1 man and 4 boys is having an efficiency of 3. 1 man is consuming 1 laddu, that means 4 boys will be consuming 2 laddu, and hence if 4 boys is consuming 2 laddus, each boy will be consuming half laddu. So we do have the efficiency of men as well as boy. Question has asked in how many days 5 men and 12 boys will be completing the whole work. So 5 men and 12 boys. 5 men and 12 boys. So each man is consuming 1 laddu and each boy is consuming half laddu. So the entire work is 5 plus 6, that is 11. So entire efficiency of 5 men and 12 boys is 11. How this is 11? Sir, each man is consuming 1 laddu, so 5 men will be consuming 5 laddu. Each boy is consuming half of the laddu, that means 12 boy will be consuming 6 laddu, so this is 11. So the efficiency of man and boy is what? 11. Entire work is 480, so 480 upon 11 is the answer. So 480 by 11 is nothing but 11 times of 4 is 44. What is left out? That is 40. So 11 times of 3 is 33. 43 7 by 11 days. So in 43 7 by 11 days, 43 7 by 11 hours, the entire work is going to get completed. So this is a very, very important question. But if you are not having this approach, it will take you immense time. So whatever I have done, you need not have to calculate everything. Orally you can solve it. How to solve it orally? See, 2 men and 8 boys is having an efficiency of 6. 1 man and 4 boy will be having an efficiency half of this, that is 3. So 3 women is having 2. Put 3 women over here. If 3 women is 2, entire was 4. So 2 men will be 2. If 2 men is 2, 1 man will be 1. And from there we got the efficiency of boys half. Hai na? So this is a very important previous year question. And if you are not facing this approach, you will be taking immense time in this. Clear? Equations will be made. Voice is clear? Voice slow आ रहा है? Is it clear? Comment clear or not? Comment बच्चा. If you are putting any other method, that will be quite tough. है ना? This is oral method. है ना? Orally we are doing. See, Total work is 480. Divide 480 by 96. Their efficiency is 5, 6, 4. Only click was here it's 2 men and 8 boys. Here it's 1 man and 4 boys. They are facing an efficiency of 6, though they will be having half the amount of men, half the efficiency 3. Put 3 over here. 1 man and 4 boys is having an efficiency of 3. Entire efficiency was 5. That means 3 women is having an efficiency of 2. If 3 women is having an efficiency of 2, so 2 men will be having an efficiency of 2. 1 man will be 1. If 1 man is 1, put the values and you will be getting the answer. This is the same contractor question, and this you can do same approach. Sean, if you are doing it with any other method now, that will be very lengthy, very lengthy. You need to solve this equation. Sir, can we make efficiency equal of 1 and 2? No, you can't make, because the number of people over there are not same, and a combination of people over there was not same, so you won't be able to make the efficiencies equal. Not possible, bacha. Not possible. A, B, C can complete a piece of work in 10, 12 and 15 days. So this is A, B and C. They can complete the entire work in 10, 12 and 15 days. Considering the total efficiency is 60, this is 6, this is 5 and this is 4. Fine. They started the work together, but A left the work before 5 days of its completion. B also left the work 2 days after A left. Okay. So basically they are having an entire efficiency of 15. Fine. So who all are leaving? A and B both are leaving. You know? A left the work. Which particular person is leaving? A. If somebody is leaving before completion, just call that person back. If somebody is leaving before completion, A left the work before 5 days. Okay. 5 days before completion means, let's say this is they were starting the work together. 5 days before completion means here A was not there, B and C were present. Fine. So you do one thing. What to do? You pull that A back, and if you are putting that A back for 5 days, what will happen? That his work will be adjusted in this 5 days only. This days won't change. Bring A for this entire 5 days. So what will happen? My diagram will become uniform, ABC throughout the session. Though work will increase, but I am concerned about the number of days will be same, right? So what I am doing is, if somebody is leaving before completion, just call that particular person back. So A was leaving 5 days before completion. Call that particular person for 5 days. That means if he is coming for 5 days, he will be doing 30 units of work. And B also left the work 2 days after A left. Okay. So 2 days after A left means A has left 5 days before completion. Let's say this is 5 days. This was the entire day. A worked for this much days and A has left after 5 days before completion. This is 5 days. And after A had left, 2 days after B had left, that means B has left 3 days before completion. I am concerned about the fact that before how many days you are leaving. So B has left 3 days before completion. A has left 5 days before completion, and the moment A has left, just after 2 days B left. So that means for the last 3 days B was not there. If you were not there for the 3 days, I am calling you back. So call B back, that is 15. So what is the total amount of work? So the entire unit of work will be what? 60 plus of 30 plus 15. 30 and 15, that is 45. So this is 105. So the amount of work which we need to do now is 105. And who is performing the entire work? All of them, because I am calling A and B back. So 105 is the amount of work and 15 is the number of days. So the entire work was completed in 7 days. So entire work is completed in 7 days. You won't be finding any easier method for this particular precious question. है ना? You won't be finding any easier concept other than this. Fine? Other than this concept. This is the best approach of solving this question. Though we can consider this as X and all. X we can do, diagram we can make. But simple concept is, what I am doing, why I am calling A back, because the moment I am calling A back, what is happening, I am making that entire diagram same. Will the work change? Yes, the work is going, definitely the work is going to be changed, but I am performing, the A is being performing in this 5 days. I am concerned about the days, but not the tenure, but not the work. Though the work will increase, but what I am doing is, in this particular 5 days only, I am adjusting the A. And I am adjusting A over here. So if somebody is leaving before completion, call that person back. So the entire work was completed in 7 days. And who is working for 7 days? It's only C who is working for 7 days. And A is working because this entire work is covered in 7 days. Entire tenure is 7 days. A has left 5 days before completion. That means A has worked only for 2 days. And what about B? B had worked only for how many days? So B has quit 3 days before. That means for 4 days. So if you are multiplying with their efficiency, now you will be getting the 60 works. 7 into 6 is 42. Sorry, this was C. 7 into efficiency of C is 4. That is 28 days. 28 work. A work for 2 days. So 2 into 6. That is 12. B worked for 4 days. That is 4 into 5. That is 20. Look at this, add this value, see, you will be getting the 60 units of work. So this was just, I was proving this. Okay, so if somebody is leaving before completion, call that person back. Fine. Important, very important. In the previous question, it can be also that A worked for 3 days and left. A left after 3 days and B left 3 days before completion. A left after 3 days and B left 3 days before completion. In that case, you need to eliminate that A wala part. Very good, Sohan. बहुत अच्छे भाई. Yes, so A and B together can do a piece of work in 30 days. Okay, it's A and B who is completing the entire work in 30 days. B and C is completing the entire work in 20 days. So A starts the work and works for it for 5 days. So it's A who is working at it for 5 days. B is working at it for 15 days. And C finishes the remaining entire work which is being remaining in 18 days. So what to do? Consider the total efficiency, total work as 60. So their individual efficiency will be 3 and 2 and 3. So now, so we just don't know the efficiency of A, B and C individually. So one method is consider the efficiency of A as X. If you are considering the efficiency of A as X, out of 2, if he is having an efficiency of X, so B will be having an efficiency of 2 minus X, like this. Or else you do one thing, B is common. So you do one thing, you consider the efficiency of B as X. If you consider B as X, A will be 2 minus of X. If this is X, C will be 3 minus of X. So these are the individual efficiencies. So multiply with their efficiencies. So A multiplied by 2 minus X. B multiplied by, B worked for 15 days and B is having an efficiency of X. And C multiplied by 3 minus of X. If you are adding all this, the entire work has to be 60. And if you solve this, you will be getting the value of X. Fine. This is one of the method by considering X, right? So what should be the approach? How to solve this without solving it via X? Say, look how we are solving without X. Okay. So A worked for 5 days. The efficiency of A is not known. The efficiency of A along with B is known. So what I'm doing is I'm breaking this 15 into 5 plus 10. Why I'm doing so? I'm making this A and B work for together for 5 days. A will be doing his part of work and B will be doing his part of work. So in this 5 days together, they will be completing 5 into 2, that is 10 units of work. What was the total amount of work? That is 60. 10 units of work is being completed, so the remaining work is 50. Clear? Now A is eliminated. B's 5 days work is being eliminated. B's 10 days work is remaining. And B is a kind of person which is having a mutual collaboration with A as well as C. So what to do? This 18 days, pick this 18 days and put this in 10 plus 8 days. So B and C are both working for 10 days together. So in 10 days, they will be doing 30 units of work. So out of 50, 30 units of work is being completed. What is being left out? That is 50, 20. And this 20 units of work is completed by C alone in 8 days. So the efficiency of C will be 20 by 8, that is 2.5. The moment you got the efficiency of single person, all the efficiencies are known now. The number of days in which C will be doing the entire work. C will be doing the entire 60 work with an efficiency of 2.5, that is 5 by 2. So any number when divided by 25 should be made 4 times first. So this is 24. So C will be completing the entire work in 24 days. Is it clear? Comment whether it's clear or not. Is it clear, Bacha Party? Clear? So one method was via X and the other method was via breaking the number of days. Clear? बहुत अच्छे, very good. Two workers A and B are engaged to do a piece of work. So there are two workers which are being engaged to do a piece of work. A working alone would take 8 hours more to complete the work than being worked together with B alone. Then work together. If B worked alone, would have taken 4.5 hours. Okay, let's say A plus B is doing the entire work in X hours. If A and B are doing the entire work in X hours, it's not possible for A to complete the work in X hours. Hence, A says, I'm taking what? 8 hours more time than the time taken by together. If both of them are taking X hours, A is taking 8 hours more time as compared to the tenure taken by A and B together. And what about B? So B is taking how much? 4.5 hours more time than A and B together. Look at this. If together A and B are taking X hours, if A and B are taking X hours, A alone won't be able to, it's not possible for individual person to complete the work in the same period of time. So what A is doing is, A is taking 8 hours more and B is taking 4.5 hours more comparatively to the time taken by both of them. So what is the total time taken by A and B together? So what is the value of X? So the value of X will be under root product of extra time. Or else you take the LCM of X plus 8 and X plus 4.5. From there you will be getting a quadratic expression and will be solving the value of X. You will be having one value of X will be positive as well as negative. Take the positive value, that will be the answer. Fine. So one method is solving the quadratic. Other method is the value of X will be under root product of extra time they are taking. So A is taking 8 hours extra and B is taking 4.5 hours extra. That is under root 36, and under root 36 is what? 6 hours. So together they will be taking 6 hours to complete the entire work. 6 hours. So together they are taking 6 hours. What about A? A is taking 6 plus 8, that is 14 hours. And what about B? B is taking 6 plus 4.5, that is 10.5 hours. Clear? Clear? It's a beautiful question, right? It's a particular type. It's a particular type of question in which we have comparative degree, है ना? As compared to one person, both the persons, a single person will be taking n number of time. Fine. So this was today's class on time and work. So we do have more classes now, more questions now. So I will be uploading this file. Even this question is important of pipes and system. So I will be uploading this file, है ना? So you can just check it out, the questions. So meet you on next Monday with a new topic. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.